Welcome everyone. Welcome to purplelunarose Tarot and Astrology. This morning we're going to be reading for divine masculine energy. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross and we're looking at very specific energy. We're looking for communication issues. So a special live, a little bit different time. So this should definitely be a little interesting, right? I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. And we do these from time to time, guys. We try to split them up. So we're looking at divine masculine energy first, and then I'm hoping we'll do divine feminine next, right? I am going to stick with just the tarot this morning. Don't forget, guys, we still have water signs tonight. Water signs are going to be at 8 p.m., just regular time. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is just a little extra. All right, so in the Celtic cross, we start with the heart of the matter. So remember, we're looking at communication issues. All right, so King of Pentacles comes out. The Death card is here. Scorpio always coming out strongly. King of Pentacles is about responsibilities. This masculine energy could be a protector, a provider, could feel like there's a lot on his plate. The Death card does represent Scorpio. It could say there is some massive transformation. Something is always coming to an end when you see that Death card. But I think what most people forget with the Death card is that when something's coming to an end, something new is always beginning. All right, so now I'm going to look at what's crossing this divine masculine. I feel like the communication issue is all the responsibilities, right? All right, so Ten of Pentacles comes out. Communication issues is going to have something to do with their goals, what it is that they're trying to achieve. A lot of Pentacles coming out for masculine energy pretty quickly, so it's definitely the material side, right? Which makes sense for masculine energy. All right, now I'm going to look at their highest expectation on the matter. Remember, the matter was the responsibilities. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. Four of Pentacles is that card where it's like you're holding on to something very tightly, afraid to release the grip, afraid to let something go. A lot of times when this happens, we're actually restricting the energy, restricting the flow of energy. So I feel like masculine could be struggling, and look at all the pentacles. So I mean, it's pretty obvious that it could have something to do with money. And it's like they're trying to attain some money, trying to attain a goal that has to do with money. This definitely could be work. All right, next I'm going to look at energy that's coming into being that the masculine doesn't know yet. Energy coming into being that the masculine doesn't know yet. Wow, we have the Lovers coming out. Of course, it could have something to do with a relationship. I kind of picked that up right away, which is really interesting because if you've ever watched me and we've ever pulled the Lovers card, I'm always quick to tell you what the Lovers card really means because it's not that fantasy fairy tale that everybody wants to believe, where these two people meet and they get together and live happily ever after, right? That's not actually the meaning of the Lovers card. The Lovers card is where we make a choice. And the choice that we make is to heal ourselves, right? To self-care, self-heal, so that we can become better partners. So that's the actual meaning of the Lovers. Of course, when I flipped the card over, I did hear the word relationship. So there could be something about a relationship that this masculine energy doesn't know, doesn't understand. Of course, the Lovers is our clue card for the twin flame journey. So definitely very possible, right? We are going to clarify a little bit in just a moment. I'm going to pull one more card. I'm looking at energy that's past. Energy that's past. Hi, Sandra. Don't forget, guys, we are multi-streaming, so I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, energy that's past. Wow, the anxiety and the fear. That's interesting. Queen of Wands is about confidence. So this masculine could be gaining their confidence. All right, so I'm going to use, wow, look at that tower. An explosive tower, too. All right, so I'm going to use the elemental wisdom to clarify. All right, the first thing I want to look at is that King of Pentacles. So remember, this was the heart of the matter or the issue, right? The King of Pentacles. In other words, if there's communication issues, it's because this masculine has a lot of responsibility. Maybe they have a lot of people that they're responsible for, right? I'm kind of picking that up. What's crossing them? It's almost like what you want is the energy, is what I'm hearing. So 10 of Pentacles, that's what it means. It's what you want, right? So it's like this masculine could be struggling with trying to figure out what it is that they want, right? It's also very possible that they know what they want and it has something to do with those pentacles. And that could be the communication issue or blockage, right? I love that the Lovers comes out though as something that's coming into being they don't know yet. All right, let's look at that King of Pentacles. So I'm using the elemental wisdom. Sandra is in here with us and she gifted me the elemental wisdom. All right, so the first one that comes out, Ace of Swords. Look at the clarification from Spirit. Tell me that Spirit does not love me. Remember, the whole point we're doing the Celtic cross for masculine energy is about communication, right? So the first card to come out to clarify is the Ace of Swords. And what does the Ace of Swords mean but communication? And it's actually new communication. It's new communication and new clarity. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is sudden changes. Again, quick information. And the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. It is a victory. It's giving me that ride or die partner type of energy. But it talks about, it says, don't be afraid to move quickly. Don't be afraid to move quickly. So what I'm feeling here is that this masculine is afraid to move quickly, right? And most likely what the fear is like if communication comes in, and most of you have actually been in contact, right? Like most of you have had communication. The astrology has really shown us all that communication has opened up for twins really all over the world, right? But it's like you're not talking about what needs to be talked about type of situation. And I think the issue is like this fear that if I do talk about what needs to be talked about, then that changes things, right? That Eight of Wands, like that changes how I see things, how I perceive things, how I understand things. It's almost like I have to admit now that this energy is here, right? So that's what I'm picking up for this divine masculine. All right, now I'm going to look at what was crossing. So remember, what was crossing was that 10 of Pentacles. And 10 of Pentacles is that energy of what it is that you want, right? Goals, achievements, accomplishments. What this divine masculine wants. All right, so King of Wands, about confidence in their ability, what they're capable of doing. Three of Cups is here, could be third parties. That's not an unusual term in this specific type of spiritual awakening journey, right? It could say that there's too many people telling this masculine energy what to do. And Seven of Cups is here. Seven of Cups is about options or choices. It's pretty interesting because I picked the elemental wisdom. And I'm kind of picking up this energy for this divine masculine that there's new choices, new options. But Seven of Cups, we normally see this card and like it's got this fire breathing dragon coming out of it. Sometimes there's like poison, right? Sometimes there's gold and like victories and things like that. So the point of the card is there's usually like clouds blocking the view, and it says like they have choices, but this masculine may not be able to see clearly what those choices are. Again, I picked the elemental wisdom and the Seven of Cups. The card is clear. The card is clear. So the energy that I'm picking up is they do see their options. They do see clearly what their choices are. But again, very possible that something about the confidence in what they're capable of doing is shaken, right? All right, let's look at that Four of Pentacles up there. So this masculine energy is definitely holding on to something very tightly. I see the city behind this Four of Pentacles up here. It's kind of giving me like this masculine could be like very busy, very social. Maybe they're in a city, I don't know. But it's like where they just could be very popular. That's what it is, right? Like very popular. They're well known. That's it. Well known. All right, so it's almost like they're holding on to that. So at first I thought they were holding on to the Pentacles, which I mean still could be the case. But it's almost like they're holding on to how they're seen or perceived or known. And of course, the town sticks out in the background. So it could be like that's what they're holding on to. That's how they're known, where they live, where they're from. All right, so we have Queen of Coins. This is about someone who's very independent, someone who's like their own boss, someone who is their own resource, right? Again, the Pentacles, though, the Pentacles coming out so strongly for this masculine energy. The Strength card is here, Leo energy. It's kind of telling me that this masculine really has to, I was going to say dig deep to make change or do something, but it's almost like they fought so hard, is the energy that I'm getting for the Strength card. It's like they fought so hard to become this Queen of Pentacles, to have these opportunities. The World card comes out. It's interesting because I think with this journey, the divine feminine energy is more popular, right? Like we all resonate more with divine feminine. There are some divine masculines, but it's like their journey is a lot different. Their spiritual awakening is different. The way they learn about their journey is different, right? It's almost like it's definitely giving me the vibe. And here, I'll say it this way, because I feel like if you resonate with divine feminine, then you're going to understand this. But it's almost like I'm definitely picking up some slight resentment. I'm definitely picking up like I worked really hard for this and I don't understand why this is happening, right? We went through that. When you're in dark night of the soul, we have a lot of resentment towards the counterpart, right? When you come out of dark night of the soul, and you have your heart chakra activation, that energy goes away, right? There's understanding, there's compassion, there's empathy. All right, so for the lovers, we have the King of Swords. This is energy that's coming into being that this divine masculine doesn't know yet. And King of Swords is authenticity, it's vulnerability, it's speaking your truth. We also have Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is that anxiety. We see the Nine of Swords over here. So I'm definitely picking up like not just physical exhaustion for this divine masculine, but mental exhaustion for this divine masculine. I kind of remember this place, like this energy. Again, when you're in that dark night of the soul, we kind of talk about it from time to time, especially divine feminine. We get frustrated. It's where you've seen all those signs, right? Like all the signs, all the synchronicities, all the things that are pulling you in the opposite direction of the direction that you're trying to go, right? So I feel like that's kind of what's happening, and that's why the Nine of Swords energy. We have Four of Swords here, which is a little ironic. Four of Swords is healing, and it talks about how it's a blessing in disguise. So it's a blessing in disguise. Whatever this mental anguish is, whatever this exhaustion is, it's going to bring, we've seen that Scorpio, we've seen that death card, right? Bottom of the deck right away. So it's going to bring some sort of massive ending and new beginning for this divine masculine, right? All right, let's look at the Nine of Swords. So this is energy that's past. So I feel like it's anxiety, fear. I mean, it could be something that's passing right now. King of Wands is about gaining confidence in what you're capable of doing. It's very possible there's people around this masculine energy, that Three of Cups, that maybe aren't necessarily the biggest fans, right? Like they're not necessarily cheering them on or encouraging them at this time. All right, so we have Six of Wands, so victory over that anxiety. I like to see that. Four of Cups is here. That's a little sketchy. And then we have King of Cups. Oh, divine masculine. All right, so Three of Wands on the bottom. That's going to be bottom of the deck energy, just like we've seen that Scorpio energy. The death card, bottom of the deck is like overall the reading, right? Three of Wands is taking action towards your future. Four of Cups, let's talk about it. So it's the surrender card in this particular tarot set. It does talk about having all the ingredients you need to be able to manifest the dreams or life or pentacles, right, that you want. But it talks about ignoring something and not paying attention to something. And then the King of Cups came out, and the King of Cups is my clue card for divine masculine energy. But King of Cups actually talks about, we talk about how it's someone who's like a therapist or a mentor, right? Or a coach. We've added coach, right? It's someone who's in control of their emotions. They're comfortable with their emotions. They express their emotions easily, right? So with the Four of Cups being in the middle here of this victory and this King of Cups, I'm kind of getting this energy that this divine masculine doesn't know how, doesn't know how. Maybe doesn't know how to accept, like how to surrender to the divine masculine journey, right? King of Cups doesn't know how to put their emotions in check, right? Six of Wands says there is a victory on the situation, and this is past energy, but I feel like this is just something that's happening right now. And it's almost like with Three of Wands here, it's almost like they're in this limbo type of stage of what step or what action am I going to take? And the interesting part with Three of Wands is many times you see these ships in the background, and it talks about how your ships are here. And the regular Rider-Waite, which we used at the beginning, those cards, when you see that Three of Wands, those ships are like these little tiny black dots, and they're like way out in this like sand looking type of desert, right? It's supposed to be the ocean, but they're so far away. And of course the meaning still is, your ships are coming in, but it feels like, when, how far away are they, right? And the elemental wisdom, that Three of Wands, the ship is there, like it's pulling up. All right, so I'm going to pull Rider-Waite back out. And I'm just going to slide these over just a little. And now we're going to do the last half of the Celtic cross. And we're going to look at energy that's coming in now, future energies coming in. I love it. The star comes out, bright hope for the future. We're just going to cover her boobies so nobody gets mad. Bright hope for the future. I do see that Three of Pentacles, it's teamwork, partnership. So that's what the hope for the future is. Again, this could still have something to do with like a job, a career, money, material things. But with that Lovers coming in as energy that's coming into being, the star could definitely represent like a new cycle, a new beginning. All right, now I'm going to look at how others around this divine masculine are affecting the situation. So we have the sun coming out, interesting, right? Um, a lot of these masculine energies are in karmic situations, and a lot of these masculine energies in karmic situations deal with children, right? So the child sticks out to me right away. But the sun card also represents a controlling energy. So someone could be using children to control an energy, right? How this divine masculine is affecting the situation. And remember, the situation was that King of Pentacles energy, the communication issue. So Four of Swords comes out. Four of Swords is that card where you see him resting and he's laying down. It actually talks about a healing period. And again, Four of Swords we've seen earlier, a blessing in disguise, right? All right, so now I'm going to look at this divine masculine's hopes and fears. So we have Knight of Wands coming out. The fear is that they will do something reckless or make a hasty decision, is what I'm hearing. Knight of Wands is about delivering a message, and of course, the message is going to be about something that they're very passionate about. All right, so outcome, we have Knight of Swords here. So a lot of Knight energy, there's a lot of messages, a lot of communication. So remember at the very beginning, we were talking about why was there communication issues? What is the blockage? So Knight of Swords comes out as the final outcome, and we do have Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups could be clue card for divine feminine. Again, Queen of Cups is also seen like the mother card, and that's kind of what I'm picking up since we've seen that little bit of controlling issue with the sun card. What I'm getting as Knight of Swords is like this energy, this divine masculine has a lot on their plate, right? There's a lot going on. Unconditional love, by the way, is going to be the overall energy for this entire reading, right? But I feel like it's very possible that the reason communication has been hindered or delayed is going to be because they need to find their own freedom first, right? And I'm kind of getting this energy like there's something they have to do for themselves that divine feminine can't do for them. All right, let's look at the star card, Aquarius energy. I try to cover up for boobies. I know YouTube, we're on 3 different platforms, but YouTube is just not a fan of the boobies, I think. Two of Wands, again, confirmation, because it's about making an important decision. Page of Wands, starting your spiritual awakening journey. And Nine of Cups, divine wishes being granted. So that's future energies. That's what's coming in for this divine masculine. It's like they make an important decision and they start their journey. All right, let's look at the Sun card. So the Sun card was down here and how others are affecting the situation. I did get like control right away, like so, and I got that too with the Three of Cups. Like there's a lot of people telling this masculine energy what to do. It's probably a karmic. There's probably a divine feminine energy in here, right? There could be friends, family, bosses. Yeah, there's a lot of people. So a lot of control, and it's definitely giving me this energy for this masculine, and not just for the masculine, but the people or energies around them. It's like, you know how I always say we don't want to leave the comfort zone, but we're not really comfortable there. It's kind of giving me that type of vibe. All right, so we have the Knight of Cups coming out. Knight of Cups again. So all these knights coming out again, delivering a message. Knight of Cups is going to be how you feel about something. It's like emotions. Knight of Cups is about, you know, I always talk about like it's a little bit of that player card, like they're taking their cup around to people. It is this energy like where they're trying to get someone to fill their cup, right? So it's like the controlling issue around them is like someone could be trying to keep them from delivering that message, or from being able to feel like they're able to fill their cup of love, right? Page of Swords. Page of Swords is that somebody's watching card. A lot of times we get that like It's a creepy, kind of eerie type of vibe with Page of Swords, right? Like someone stalking, watching. And then we have Four of Wands. Four of Wands, again, is 1111. Could be some of that twin energy, but I'm getting more of a financial security type of situation, especially when there's children involved, right? I got a notification from YouTube. Are you ladies okay over there? No issue? They're probably mad at me because I said that they don't like boobies. I know, right? All right, let's look at that Four of Swords. So Four of Swords is how this masculine energy is affecting the situation. And they're in a healing period. I don't think there's a lot of movement with this masculine energy. I think it's pretty slow. But again, blessing and disguise. Two of Cups is here, partnership energy, equal effort type of energy. Eight of Cups is surrendering to something, walking away from something. And Ace of Coins, new beginning, new start, new life, new happiness, right? All right, so the Knight of Wands was going to be hopes and fears. And hopes and fears, Knight of Wands is like scared to be reckless, scared to make a mistake, scared to go in the wrong direction, scared to take the wrong action. Sweet, I don't know. Right, we have a big yellow exclamation mark. I'm telling you, I think they just got mad, so I was talking crap. All right, Knight of Wands. So Seven of Coins, be patient. Waiting for the right moment is what I just heard. The Moon, trusting their intuition. I love that. And Nine of Wands, not giving up on something. Seeing something from a different perspective. All right, let's look at that outcome, and then I'm going to wrap it up with some guidance. So the Knight of Swords, and we did see that Queen of Cups. So it really depends on how the message resonates for you. I do feel like it has something to do with a mother or a mom, which is not really surprising. These divine masculines do struggle with a lot of inner child wounds, a lot of abandonment and rejection wounds. I feel like they have to break free from something on their own. It's like something where divine feminine, you can't really do anything at this time. You just have to focus on you and your journey. Seven of Wands, again, defending something, fighting for something. I feel like they're protecting themselves. Knight of Wands coming back out again. So we see Knight of Wands twice, protecting themselves against any energy that is reckless. And the High Priestess is here. It's almost like until they can figure it out, right? The High Priestess is that energy, my favorite card in tarot. It talks about how she sits between the light and the dark, right? Like I always say, she sits at the veil. She kind of can just move the veil to the side and she can ask spirit, what are the answers here? And I feel like that's really the energy that divine masculine is now. It's just, they're just now receiving these answers. They're just now starting to put the puzzle pieces together. Six of Cups is on the bottom. So again, overall energy is reunion. So what I'm going to say for those of you that have been getting those readings in the Etsy shop, and we've been talking about communication, how yes, it's here, but yes, we're not necessarily talking about what we need to be talking about. I feel like the message here, Spirit's saying, is just be patient. Just be patient. Allow this masculine energy to process this information. All right, I'm going to close it out. Let's do some power of love activation. Don't forget, guys, water signs still tonight, regular time. This was just a little something special I wanted to do. I do feel like Spirit's going to ask me, we're probably going to do the divine feminine soon. So keep an eye out for that. I'll try to post it ahead of time like we did this one. But tonight, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, right? We just had daylight savings. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, so peacefulness is here. That's interesting because the word peace has been coming up a lot for me on this specific journey. It's definitely the time where we're supposed to be trying to keep the peace. It says you recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Commitment is here. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is your essence of your very being. And elevation is here. You're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. Humility was on the bottom. You've developed the loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. And I hope to see all of you this evening when we do the water signs. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you. And I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.